In the quiet corners of Warwickshire, where the mist clings to the damp earth long after the sun has risen, a whisper persists. It is a whisper of scales and steel, of a cry that echoed through the ancient woodland of Caludon. We know him as the patron of a nation, a figure of red and white. But here, in the heart of the Midlands, St. George is more than a flag. He is a son of the soil. Legend tells us that it was here, amidst the tangled roots of Coventry's ancestral forests, that the dragon slayer was born. Not as a distant Roman soldier, but as a boy in the halls of a long-lost manor. The air here feels heavy with that history, a weight that pulls at the spirit, demanding we remember the man behind the myth. Now, we must talk about the divide between the flesh and the fable. To the world, George was a martyr of the East, but to the medieval mind of Coventry, he was the son of Lord Albert of Caludon. The story goes that he was stolen at birth by the Weird Lady of the Woods, only to return years later as a knight of unmatched purity. Is it history? Perhaps not in the way our modern books demand. But in the 14th century, this was the truth. The people of Warwickshire didn't need a distant saint. They needed a champion who walked their streets. They painted him into their churches and wove him into their tapestries, blurring the lines until the dragon wasn't a beast in a far-off land, but a shadow lurking in the very hollows we walk today. Even today, if you stand among the jagged teeth of the remaining walls at Caludon Castle, you can feel the weight of the era. This was once a grand moated manor, the seat of the Lords of Seagrave and later the Mowbrays. It is the skeletal remains of George's purported birthplace. In its prime, Caludon was a place of iron and ego. But time is the ultimate dragon. Now, only a single sandstone wall stands, a lonely sentinel in a modern park. When the wind whistles through the empty sockets of its windows, it sounds like the sigh of a dying age. It reminds us that even the most legendary power eventually crumbles back into the Warwickshire clay. But why does he matter to us here in CV4? Because St. George wasn't just for the kings. He was the saint of the guilds, the protector of the armorers, and the weavers of Coventry. In the Middle Ages, the city would erupt in celebration on his feast day. Ordinary men, blacksmiths with soot-stained faces and women with hands calloused by the loom, looked to George. To them, the dragon wasn't just a monster. It was hunger. It was plague. It was the hardship of the winter. George represented the human will to stand tall against the darkness. He was a local boy who made good, a symbol that even in a small corner of Warwickshire, one could find the strength to face the fire. Even today, as the cars rush past the gates of Caludon and the city pulses with a different kind of energy, the legend remains. We see it in the names of our streets, the signs on our pubs, and the quiet pride of our history. St. George of Coventry reminds us that legends aren't born in the clouds. They are built from the stone of our castles and the spirit of our people. The dragon may be gone, but the champion, he is still here, watching over the heart of an